How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Syracuse Aviation, and welcome back to another Cedar Creek Junction Regional Airport update. As you can see, this update is packed with snow. So first of all, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. I've got snow, or this is actually flour, but it's kind of got all over my bedroom, as you can see. I mean, this is just on top of the dresser, but a bunch of it fell on the floor. Here's the bowl that I was using to hold the flour. So it was definitely fun to put this together, and it's fun to see how it turned out. Would I do it again? I don't know yet, because I haven't tried cleaning it up yet. What I'll probably honestly do is take all the planes off and then just shake it out my window. Speaking of that, this is kind of why I decided to do an update like this. We got like a foot of snow last night, so school today was canceled because the roads were bad. If my camera will focus, you could see better. There we go. So yeah, we got quite a bit of snow here. So that's what gave me the idea to do this. So it's a Friday right now. So school was off. That's why I decided to do this. So yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of snow here, so please hit the like button, because this is going to be an absolute nightmare to clean up, but I think it was worth it, because I think this looks pretty cool, and it gave me a reason to put in some additional aircraft. So I think the first person, or one of the first people to do this that I remember, is Aviation 18, so credit to him for this idea. He might have actually used confectioner's sugar or something, powdered sugar, I can't remember. That might have looked better because it's a little bit more fine, but I just went for the flour. So without further ado, we're just going to get started here. As per usual, we'll start at gate 1, where we have behind this massive snow pile a Delta Airlines Airbus A319, obviously operating the Atlanta service as usual. So yeah, despite all the snow, this flight will still be operating on time. They'll head out in about an hour. They'll just have to get de-iced over at the new facility that I revealed in the last update. So it was probably good timing for this snowstorm, so they can actually get de-iced. So about an hour, they'll go over to get de-iced and then head out to Atlanta. Some interesting stuff going on for Delta Airlines. Detroit, the Detroit service on Delta here, has been upgraded to a 717. So the last few updates, it was on a CRJ 900. So for the airport now, there's no more CRJ 900s, which is, you could look at it good or bad if you prefer the CR9 to the 717. Personally, I think it's cool to have CRJ 900s, but almost a year later already of that model being released, it's not getting old, but it's getting kind of cool, I think, to have stuff like the 717 in the updates. So we have the 717 here for Delta. This arrived in from Detroit, and the arrived in yesterday, and since all the snowstorm, it couldn't head out, so it'll head out later today after it gets de-iced. So as you can see, there's snow all over the stabilizers, the engines, the wings, everything. So if we look on the other side of the aircraft, we'll see that they are, there's some GSE here, just kind of sitting with snow all over it, so that's kind of cool, I think. There's snow on the roof, the jet bridges, everything. It's a mess here. So next to that, we have the American Eagle, operated by Piedmont, ERJ-145. This aircraft will be making a flight to... Sorry about the cut, I kind of forgot where this aircraft was going to, but I looked at the sheet. So this aircraft will be heading out to Charlotte, of course, after it gets de-iced. A lot of these flights were from last night, and from the snow they all got canceled. Or not canceled, but delayed. So, yeah, after this gets de-iced, it'll head out to Charlotte Douglas International Airport. And then next to that, the Southwest Airlines 737-700, as per usual, the Canyon Blue livery with splits, has a pretty decent amount of snow all over it. It's probably unrealistic in some spots, like above the wings, but it was kind of tough to get this how I wanted it, but I think it looks pretty good otherwise. Still 2 daily Baltimore flights for Southwest. I'm hoping they upgrade this flight at some point. That'd be really cool to see. It's performing really well. It's full on most flights, so it'd be cool, maybe not to upgrade to an 800, but maybe upgrade the frequency of the 700. I think would be really neat to see. Maybe in the future we'll see Southwest expanding. I don't know yet. The next update, or the one after that, potentially will have Allegiant, as the last update I mentioned with the Spirit A320 service to Las Vegas. I did mention that Allegiant was considering picking up that service. That might happen here in the next couple updates, which would be cool to see. It'd probably be on an A319, could be on an A320, but It's looking like A319 at the moment is what Allegiant's telling us. So that's potentially something to look forward to. I'm pretty excited for that, and we'll head on to the next aircraft. Over at the hard stands in the de-icing area, we have a JetBlue A320. Obviously, JetBlue doesn't operate here, so no, we aren't getting a new airline, unfortunately. But this aircraft diverted. It was going from this guy was going from Detroit to Boston when it ran into the snowstorm that's kind of spanning from New York, or even further north, probably, if I had to guess, to somewhere down south. It's a pretty big system, and they ran into that. They couldn't get over, so they had to divert here. So a couple hours, they'll get de-iced, they'll board again, and they'll head back out to Boston. Next to the JetBlue, we have an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900, covered in snow, obviously. This guy was heading from Seattle to New York John F. Kennedy. Same deal with the JetBlue, couldn't get through the snowstorm, so they diverted here, and they'll be heading out in a couple hours after they board and get de-iced back to John F. Kennedy. So that will conclude the airport update. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It took a lot of work to kind of get things the way I wanted it here. It was cool to have some diversions and everything, maybe some foreshadowing of future flights, which is kind of neat. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the airport update. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.